Mike, you guys get 21-point lead, I think 19 late in the third. They come down all the way to one. What did you see at the end there to hang on?
Well, the resiliency just to stay in there. We knew they were going to make a run. We knew that no matter what happens with the firepower and how quick they can get back in it, we knew that they could get back in the game. So even though we had a lead early, we were still looking at it. Well, we have to play every possession. We can't let this go and think it's going to, go the direction that we want it to. So, I give both teams credit. I mean, Houston, they made a run. They hit the threes. They played off of the penetration of the guards, and I'll give our group credit. We kept fighting through it, even when we would have a tough stretch where they were coming at us. We'd come back and find a way to break the run with the basket or get to the free throw line. Had huge rebounds down the stretch. I think that was it. But there were so many guys that played well, and that's, I think the strength of our team. I think these guys are really embracing that we have to do it together, and everybody has to do their job, and the value to all of those jobs.
This was another strong game from RJ. I mean, what has he been showing you over these last couple of games, and tonight, in particular?
Well, he's getting off to great starts, and he's really setting the tone for the game. He had a great first quarter, even, moving through that. Then Wayne came in, and Bobby and those guys, that second unit's really lifting us in the second quarters right now, which obviously is big. But I think a lot of it with RJ, I think he's healthy again. I said that before the game. I think the biggest difference is, I see him moving fluidly, and he can get to his spots, and he's, everything is very fluid.
Coach, you were plus 31 on the glass, 20 offensive rebounds. Was that an emphasis coming into the game with their small lineup?
Well, I mean, you try to. You want to do that, but, we've done a pretty good job, overall with our rebounding. We've been pleased with that. The offensive rebounds, it was tremendous, though. It started, with Mitch and Taj, and then Julius. Julius has 16 rebounds tonight. Mo had big rebounds down the stretch as well. So we had, a lot of guys going after it, and that was a huge part of the game.
Coach, can you talk about how Frank closed out that game, particularly where he played in the fourth quarter? And also, were you tempted to challenge the foul on Westbrook? He hit the 2 free throws. It looked like it was a clean strip by Frank.
I took a look at it, but with one timeout left, and I knew we were going to have a timeout to draw up something late to get, whatever the situation, would it be for a shot or for possession as we had to do. I couldn't tell. It was a, bang, bang on I tried to look. I didn't have the angle on the play. I couldn't tell. And when I looked at it, I still wasn't sure. So I felt like it was too big of a risk, not knowing what our situation was going to be, that we were going to need to draw something up.
What about Frank? Just the way he played in the fourth?
Frank was really good. I thought Frank played well all the way. I thought he had a really good turn in the first half. I thought he keyed a lot of the positives, with Wayne, Bobby, that crew, Kevin. Those guys were really good. With that second unit, I thought Frank was a big part of it. And then as he was going, his defense was really good. He was, he had a command offensively. So, we saw him as a guy that was going good. We stayed with him.
Coach, would you say this is your most gratifying victory up to this point, and are you hoping it'll carry over in a positive way going forward?
Well, it's hard to say. You feel good with all of them, and I'm so happy for this team, these players, to walk in there and feel good about themselves, and to have to really battle through that and find a way. And they were connected, and they never wavered. What they were doing. So I'm extremely happy for them and for this team. We have to keep building. It's the one thing we say. If today's our best day, what do we have to look forward to? We've got to keep moving forward. We've got to keep building. But I certainly see just the defense, the rebounding, the way we stayed together. I think the way the units are playing together right now, I think we're really moving in the right direction.
You've talked about RJ's maturity, but I think maybe about 30 seconds he throws up an air ball, and the next time down, 7 seconds left, takes P.J. Tucker, a great defender, into the basket. What do you have the confidence to come right back after that?
He's from the time that we started working with him, in Las Vegas, basically, with Summer League. He has never wavered on his confidence in knowing, what he can do and wanting to make plays. So, I mean, he has that in him. Some guys have that in him. He does. And he made a big play there. He doesn't worry about the last play. He doesn't get caught up in it, which is a good thing. Sometimes the best thing you can have is a bad memory.